Hello, my friends, and welcome back. Thank you very much for being with me again today. Today we have a very important article which again exemplifies the fact that the Russians are achieving their goals in Ukraine and slowly but surely gains more territory and moves westward. So we don't know yet how far they will go with this, but nevertheless, since the February 24th special operation um, or invasion started. We have here an advancement by the Russians and it continues going westward. So we have an article here from the Ukrainians, from Ukrainska Pravda, July 3rd, 2022, and this is the title. Putin was informed about the full occupation of Luhansk region. So another goal fulfilled, achieved, completed, reached. So Sergei Shoigu, the Minister of Defense of Russia, reported the President of Russia, Putin, about the occupation of the entire Luhansk region. Putin was informed about the alleged complete control of Lysychansk by the Russians. In addition to Lysychansk, Russian forces allegedly occupied Bilohorivka, Novodruzhnevsk, Maloyazantsev, and Bila Hora. Why is this important, they ask. Putin, who was going to capture Kiev and all of Ukraine in 2 days, is trying to present the occupation of Luhansk and Donetsk regions to his electorate as a victory in the war. Okay, let's unpack this a little bit. So he says Putin was going to capture Kiev and all of Ukraine in 2 days. Uh, who said that? I tell you who said that. There were some Western leaders who said that they were doubting that Ukraine would be able to stay more than 2 days, and in 48 hours will be, asking for peace. It was not Putin who said anything about that. Um, there were some people who thought that it's going to be a quick victory, Russian victory. I don't think it was anybody thinking that it would be a Ukrainian victory. So as of now, Russia said they have 4 points, 4 reasons why they were provoked into invading or entering Ukraine to settle some scores over there. That was the first one, and then it says here that try to capture Kiev. I don't think they tried to capture Kiev. That's my personal assessment of what the Russian military did at the beginning of the invasion. But nevertheless, and the reason are the fact that they didn't even try to attack it, and then why should they attack it? That's another reason. Attack it for what reason? To kill Zelensky? Zelensky needs a rocket on his lap. He doesn't need to be surrounded by forces and attacked and then what? To kill Ukrainian civilians? You need rockets. You don't need to go with your man to be killed over there in the process. To kill the Ukrainian army? What is the Ukrainian army doing inside a city? I thought that armies fight outside. They look for tactical positions and on the territory, and they fight and meet the other army and they fight, they lose or win and go for it. So then the Russians will look for them among their civilians. And then they say, well, you killed civilians. Well, I think part of the guilt stays with you as well. You say, okay, but I defend my country. That's true. That's true. And you find any mean necessary to do that. I understand that. But when things happen, you have to be responsible, though, for your actions. So how could you avoid less destruction? Be responsible for that, too. You can't just put a person in front of you and says, okay, you can't shoot because it's a civilian. Well, who put a civilian over there? Well, you came to me. to kill me. Yeah, but why did you put a civilian in front? You know what I mean? It's the responsibility is shared. The proportion is different, but you have responsibilities in all this. And then we have here, we find out that Putin's electorate. What are you talking about? I thought that Russia is not doesn't function, following a democratic system, political system, and doesn't have elections and or electorate. So why would Putin have to prove anything? Dictators don't have to prove anything. In reality, they can manufacture everything they want. So why would he need an electorate? Why do you have to convince the electorate? You're a tyrant, right? You're a dictator. You dictate what to do. You don't care about the other ones. You have mass media allegedly in your hand. You have the repressive apparatus in your hand. You have the news, as I said, news entertainment in your hand, schools. What else you have? Political system is in your hand because you have allegedly eliminated everybody, being just a dictator, and the Duma is over there just for show. So it says here that currently Ukraine is not officially reporting on the situation in Lysychansk. Reminder, they do probably a little damage control. Shoigu has previously embellished his achievements to Putin. In particular, on 21st April, he reported to his president about the liberation of Mariupol. Defenders of Ukraine left Azovstal almost a month later on May 17th. Well, you see, this is deceiving what this person says here. First, when Shoigu said that, I'm not defending Shoigu. Let's do a unpack facts chronologically and logically and use the terms that have the correct meaning and the names. So Shoigu told Putin in 21st of April, he reported to his president about the liberation of Mariupol. Correct? Mariupol is a town, is a city, right? And in that city, there was a steel plant called Azovstal that was surrounded by the Russians. It was not the city. It was how do you call it, a plant, a business, a big business. They were surrounded, and there were some Ukrainians over there running for their lives, shitting on themselves in the bunkers and over there. They were about to die. They had no other option. They were surrounded. So that was not liberated. So they say here the defenders of Ukraine left Azovstal, which is the plant, in Mariupol almost a month later. So did he liberated Mariupol, but not Azovstal? Azovstal is part of Mariupol as a little plant, compared with the city, a plant, but did not liberate. The city was liberated, was conquered, except of that pack of Ukrainians that was surrounded and eventually was eliminated by the fact that they came out and surrendered. What's the lack of credibility they tried to put on Shoigu's back? But this is propaganda. What do you want to say? So yeah, they achieved this goal. Luhansk region is liberated, by the Russians, or occupied, if you look from the opposite direction. And the Russians, as I said, they are moving slowly westward, achieving their goals. Thank you very much for being with me again today. Stay strong, stay smart, look for the truth, be just.